And it's October, San Run Travel Travelers.
The year has slipped right on by.
I cannot believe we're talking about Halloween and our giant group bucket list cruise. It's going to happen in about 2.5 weeks. And it just doesn't seem possible we've actually gotten here, does it, Reg?
Summer is gone, fall is in the air, the leaves are starting to change. I'm looking at the leaves falling out the tree. The black walnuts in my tree are hitting my shed and making me jump because I didn't don't expect that to happen.
It's just, I'll tell you what, maybe it's the age factor, but darn, these years keep slipping away.
Yeah, they're just going by quicker and quicker and quicker. But I'm just thankful that I'm able to keep the tennis shoes on and keep up.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Well, folks, this month we thought we'd do a little something different, maybe change the format a little bit. Yet and what we actually do stay in format because we are going to talk about casinos. But in doing so, we're going to kind of review downtown Las Vegas for you. We just came back, so the information is really pretty fresh in our mind. And really, what one of the things, or a couple of the things that we wanted to discuss and identify for you are some really cool venues for entertainment downtown.
A lot of people go to Vegas and they think the only thing to do in Vegas is gamble.
Yeah,
And what we found out over the years of going out there, um, there's a lot to Vegas besides gambling.
there really is. And the last few years, I don't know about you, Reg. I know I've tried to pay particular attention to what's available downtown because we like to stay there.
Hmm.
And it's all walkable. I don't have to worry about grabbing cabs. If I want to go somewhere in general, I don't have to worry about it's a quarter mile from one casino to another just because they're so big. And so I paid a little bit more attention to what's downtown other than the restaurants. And this trip, we took our group to a couple of places. Well, actually, a group didn't go to the one place, but Don't Tell Mama Piano Bar is, I think I talked about it last time, but this is just a great little quiet entertainment spot downtown that has yet to not entertain me. I mean, it's just, I don't know about you, Reg, but I consider it a must night down there.
It was so much fun. You go down. It's a great music venue. The staff does a great job handling their part, and amazingly enough, a couple of the patrons that came in and went up on stage were pretty good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they were. Yeah, it's a little piano bar, folks. It's down in the place, the kind of a new area. Well, not that new, but it's called Neonopolis, which is at the one end of Fremont Street. I can never remember whether it's east, west, south, or north, but it,
Me neither.
yeah, it comes if you come out of the Golden Nugget, which is where we stayed this time, and turn right.
Hang
Uh,
it right. That's
you go down by the Slotzilla sign, and
and
it's
hang a left.
Indianapolis. And they've got a couple of little restaurants, and they've got the piano bar. They've got a karaoke bar in there, and it's generally just some entertainment that isn't terribly expensive by Vegas standards, and
Yeah.
very entertaining. So
Also in that same complex, there, Sharon and I stopped at a restaurant to get a hamburger, and it was a drag bar, uh,
oh
uh,
no.
which was a little different because they had a drag show going on while we were eating our hamburger. Um, and there were quite a few people in there that were really enjoying this place.
Well, Yeah, and just one more thing to add to the Vegas lure, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
From there that night, guys, we went down to a place that some friends of Sharon's had recommended called Hogs and Heifers. And I'm here to tell you, this was different for us, especially.
Yeah, talking about going from one extreme to the other. From going from Don't Tell Mama to Hogs and Heifers. One is at one end of the spectrum, the other is way down the other end of the spectrum.
It was it's basically a country bar with a very raucous theme and some barmaids that just do the heck out of entertaining. We were obviously the oldest people in the place. And the security guards took pity on us and kind of guarded us to make sure we didn't get into too much trouble by ourselves. But we were there about an hour, and really, I'm telling you, if you like country music, if you like a little raucous entertainment, and just want to spend an hour and have a good time, it's right across from the
There
Grand.
is a place that is a place definitely you're going to have a time to remember.
Yeah.
Um, Even if you don't like it, you're going to remember it.
And this is all downtown, folks. These are places you can go downtown, spend some time, and you don't have to get in a car. They aren't terribly expensive, and they're just fun. It's
Yeah,
just
it
a
didn't cost
fun
nothing to
time.
go in. You just walk in and sit down and grab you a drink and let the show begin. And in both venues,
Yeah,
it's just you're going to get two very different kind of shows
yeah.
in each venue.
And then to in addition, within walking distance, well, if you're staying downtown, you get the Fremont Street shows, and we've kidded around a lot on this show about the strange people on Fremont Street. But instead of that, the shows on the canopy show, the light shows that Fremont Street puts on every hour in the evening are just worth just spending some time outside and taking a look. We
And
had
the
good travel.
different stage venues that they have on Fremont Street also offers three very different kinds of music. And you're going to find a type of music that you really like if you're on down there on Fremont Street.
Yeah,
And it doesn't matter whether it's country, rock, soul, jazz. You're going to find someone playing that music if you on the course of your stroll down Fremont Street.
yeah, you're absolutely right. And then off the street, again within walking distance is one of the what we think is one of the top venues anywhere in Vegas, and that's the Mob Museum. We had several people take advantage of that again this year. And when we tell people about it, they kind of give us a strange look. And then when they come back to a person, they tell us what an enjoyable afternoon it was, or several hours. Usually takes about 3 hours to really enjoy it. You can do a little bit less, a little bit more, but we have rarely had anybody not enjoy that, if ever.
And if you go to the Mob Museum, they do have a speakeasy down in the basement, and offers some very unique kind of drinks
Yeah.
at that speakeasy.
Now on the casino review side, I have to say I was somewhat disappointed with downtown, at least with blackjack rules. And I don't know about you, about craps. I know you didn't really find a lot of craps tables that were to your
Now
liking.
most of the crap tables I went to were full when I was there, but a lot of them were starting at $10, and a $10 crap table is a very expensive evening
Yeah,
if you're not winning.
yeah. What I think is going on downtown is they're focused on that non-gambler. I'm here for entertainment value, and I don't really care if I lose. So you got to be careful.
Mhm.
We do find good games, blackjack wise, over at the Fremont. I found surprisingly one of the best shoe games I found in years out at Circa.
Mhm.
Um, and there, but even downtown is going a lot to the 6 to 5 blackjack and forced side bets. Now for low, what do you see over there, Reg?
Well, the Fremont, the craft table there was pretty active and very well attended. The Golden Nuggets tables were usually full and well attended. Um, I did not go to the craft table at the circus, so I really don't know what their tables were like.
Okay. Yeah, I was surprised. I had finally decided I was going to walk around downtown and look for a 3 to 2 six deck shoe game, just to see if I could find one that didn't have a side bet that was forced on you. And I did not expect to find it in Circa. And I walked into Circa and found a whole pit full of $10 six deck shoes, paying 3 to 2 with no side bet.
Yeah.
And it just thrilled me. I ended up spending the afternoon there and not moving.
Circa's not for the newest casino there on the strip. Circa's not a bad place to hang out for a day
No, you mean not, you mean downtown.
downtown. Yeah.
Yeah, you said the strip and they're
Oh,
they're downtown. And then the other thing that we did see was that down at the Grand, there are some super low stakes games, both blackjack and craps. And then I didn't go down, but I do hear the low stakes games, single and double deck, are still down at El Cortez. But right there with the D, with uh, Circa, with Fremont, with Binions, Golden
Four
Nugget,
Queens.
Four Queens, Plaza, everything. Most of these places are gonna have a lot of 6 to 5 games, and they're adding in this forced side bet, which for true blackjack players is just kind of a dig. It really,
Mm,
we just don't like it. But then
mm.
we ran into, and we went out to New York, New York that night for a show and dinner, and got involved with the MGM computer hack. Believe it or not.
That's kind of crazy. They said the MGM was losing about $1 million a day
Yeah, yeah, and
from the computer
people
hack.
couldn't check in. We walked in. I was supposed to pick up tickets. Went to give them a credit card, and thank God I had enough cash between Pat and I because we were the only two there. They wanted cash for all the tickets for Terry Fader. Fortunately, we were able to use credit cards at the restaurant because I was particularly tapped out buying 11 tickets for cash. I don't normally
Yeah.
carry that much money with me, but oh well, we made it. Then on the way out, we saw the Sphere.
That looks like it's going to be a very nice venue.
Yeah,
Matter of
really.
fact, I got back home and I was watching the news on TV, and one of their last things were showing that the Sphere was just opening up and having its first evening at venue that day.
Yeah, yeah. We just missed it. We saw uh, some of the ways they can do it on the way out, but that looks like it's going to be a competitor on the strip to Fremont Street Canopy. I
To the
really
canopy,
see
yeah.
that is that going that route. I think it's worth the trip out. Well, that's our review of Vegas. Vegas is, as always, a place to go. And I will always say everyone should go to Vegas at least once in their life, if nothing for nothing else than to just look at the venues that gambling builds. I mean, it's just spectacular.
Yeah, it's amazing to see so much activity and realize that you're still in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, yeah. It felt like it this trip too. It was pretty toasty out there.
Yeah, what, 90 degrees or better every day?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was warm. Well, folks, that's our review of Vegas. Well, we wanted to spend a little time. We are going to host 4 tours next year. The first one being our Winter Escape Cruise, February 17th to 25th. Um, Basically, you need to call for rates. We are full with our group. That cruise goes to Aruba, Bonaire, La Romana, and Amber Cove, the latter two in the Dominican Republic. And it's February 17th to 25th. So if you are interested in one of our incredible winter getaways, uh, which we know you need here in Northeast Ohio, give us a holler.
And then the next one's going to be our Mother's Day tour, which is a trip up to Niagara Falls and Seneca Niagara Casino. That's going to be May 12th and 13th. And we're also going to include a couple of wineries in there for a little wine tasting while we're up there in Niagara Falls. It's a good escape to get away from town, take mom out and have her do some things different. And we try not to give them too much wine because we don't want anyone walking around and walking into walls.
That has become our really a standard bus trip. It's so popular with folks. I always laugh because Reggie and I actually did it the first time we did it by accident and found out it was well received, and we've continued it for a number of years now.
And those that have been coming with us look forward to coming back from year to year.
Yeah, we really is. Then in the summer next year, we are going to really break away from the Caribbean, and we're going to do a Barcelona to Rome cruise in June, June 19th to 26th with Virgin Voyages. So it'll be adults only. We just added that. So about the only thing I know is it's a cruise. We haven't put anything in Barcelona. We haven't looked at air, but the cruise looks like for maybe what you would call a balcony, called a sea terrace, be about $3,500 a couple, plus air and hotels. So
And that's not bad for a trip to Rome. It sounds
that's
like
good.
should be a lot of fun. Get a lot of history just being over there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's I guess something most of my friends have convinced me that I need to do Europe in some way, and Barcelona
Yeah,
seems to
yeah,
be
I
a
keep getting the same thing, you know. Well, you've been doing a lot of traveling on this side of the world. You need to go to the other side and see what they do on the other half of the world.
yeah. So here we go. We start this year and we'll continue that next year. And then finally next year, we're back to our October trip in
And
Vegas.
that's our trip to Vegas. And we'll be back there October 20th through the 24th. Uh, but this year we're going to maybe try something different. We're going to look at going and staying at the Fremont.
And the way we're going to price it, if you have a comp at another downtown hotel, we will price it differently so you can stay and use your comps at your other hotel. And also, we're going to add a dinner gift certificate and a show, either the Mob Museum or probably Mike Hammer, so that the package will give you a little bit more incentive to come with a group. And we'll still do some group activities, but we're really trying to make. We know so many people after they're in Vegas get free room options, and we kind of feel like you ought to be able to use them because they sometimes come with some other add-ons too.
And some of those add-ons are actually pretty decent.
Yeah, yeah. So we're trying, folks. We're trying to make it a little bit more fluid for everyone, and yet still have you with the group, and we'll see if it works.
Yep. Well, every week we keep adding new things in and trying options because we want to make these vacations with us as memorable and easy as possible for you.
You got that right. Well, Reg, that's our time this week. We have a $25 gift certificate to give away. You told me there were a whole bunch of people watching last month. So, how about number 61 this month?
And the winner is Diane Cox.
Diane?
Diane Cox.
Diane, if you will get a hold of Reggie on Facebook, let him know your address, we'll get a $25 gift certificate out to you.
And then we hope to see you on one of our trips coming up for next year where you get a chance to put that certificate to use and continue to watch the Facebook page and um, take the time to respond to our posts and keep yourself in the mix to maybe win a new one.
And that's our time this month, folks. We will right now join us. We are not going to do a show next month in November, mainly because we don't really have the technical attitude to do this show from the cruise ship that we're going to be on. And so, but tune in December because what we plan to do is review the bucket list tour from Athens to Dubai and including Egypt. So, should be a good show in December. Hope you'll join us. Till then, happy travels.
Take care.